Hey, I'm Katie, the real estate gal in Denver, Colorado, and I'm here again with Sam Deerwester with Front Range Property Solutions. We are on part 2 of home maintenance tips around the house. We have 5 more for you. Sam, what are those tips?
Okay, Katie, well actually we're going to be looking at roof drip edge, window flashing, downspout extensions, window glass, and hose bibs.
I hardly know what those are, and so I'm really excited to learn myself. If you find this video helpful, please click the like button or subscribe on YouTube because I do release videos every single week. Let's get into those 5 tips. All right, so Sam, the first one was a drip edge?
Yeah, that's right. The drip edge goes along the roof edge, and it's where the water comes over the edge and drips down the face of the fascia. So if you look right there, yeah, you pointed right to it. There should be a piece of metal below the shingle that comes down vertically, and it prevents water from running down the face of the fascia board.
And what's the downfall if that's not on there?
If it's not on there, water can creep back to the fascia board off of the shingle, and then it runs down the face of the fascia board material, which causes rot. The second thing we're looking at is the downspout extensions. Over here, here's an extension. This one's actually in good shape. Oftentimes they get smashed. When they get smashed, material and debris builds up and clogs them and creates problems.
Okay, so a smashed extension would be from someone stepping on it, right?
Yeah, you could step on it or a lawnmower could hit it, but we have one right over here.
Okay.
And this downspout extension has some damage to it. That prevents the flow of water, and it's also angled the wrong direction. This downspout extension is angled backwards, so the water is not actually flowing out, it's flowing back toward the building, which is going to cause a settling problem.
All right, and speaking of water near the house, what was number 3?
Number 3 is actually covering the hose bibs.
I thought they were always called the spigot. Is it also called the spigot?
It is called a spigot, a hose bib or a hose faucet.
Okay, perfect. Let's go over there because I know you wanted to show something.
So here we have a hose bib. Everyone knows what they are. Some of them have lockable handles on them, but this is where we hook our hose. Water comes out. They have the ability to have an extension that turns them off deep inside the house so that they don't freeze on the outside. But if you don't have that kind of bib, you can put a cover over it, which will protect it in the winter time from freezing. Usually the covers are typically, $5 to $10, depending on the one you want, but it's an inexpensive way of saving yourself a lot of money in the future. If you don't put these on, the freezing temperatures can freeze them and then the pipes will break.
All right, number 4 is window flashing. Sam, can you describe why this is helpful to know what it is and how to repair it if needed?
Absolutely. Well, window flashing is not something that was typically installed in the earlier days, but nowadays we do see it everywhere. It is a code requirement. If you look up here, this piece of metal prevents the water from going behind the window trim. If the water goes behind the window trim, then it gets in behind the window and causes drywall damage and interior rot. So you want to check to see if you have any window flashing. Also, you want to check to make sure that all the caulking is installed around the trim of the window, little side thing. All right, well that leads into number 5. Since we're standing here looking at the window, we've got the window glass. So if you don't have the money to just fully, completely replace a window and you have bad glass or the seals are broken, you can actually remove the glazing bead, which goes all the way around the insulated glass unit, pull that off. You can pull out the glass, order a new glass panel, and put that in. And it is a little difficult and it's kind of tricky, but it's something that someone could easily do themselves and save yourself hundreds, if not thousands of dollars.
Sam, how do you know what size window glass to order?
Yeah, it's kind of tricky. If it's not something that you could easily do on your own when it comes to ordering unless you had the glass out completely. So you probably do want to call an expert, someone that's familiar with the process. There's a lot of different sizes out there that are available, and you do want to make sure that it's ordered correctly. But either way, replacing the glass panel itself is much cheaper than replacing the windows. So definitely give somebody a call that knows what they're doing.
So if you're in the Denver metro area, Sam is definitely a really great resource to have with home maintenance tips. So please give him a call or check out his website. I'm Katie, the real estate gal in Denver metro. I am a licensed real estate agent in this state. So if you need help with buying, selling, anything in between, I'm your gal. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button or subscribe on YouTube because I release videos every single week. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.